Hello, hello. Welcome to Crazy E Games. We're back in Scarlet Nexus, and today we are doing more standby stuff, which is just talking to each one of our squad mates and friends, and trying to increase their bond level with us, and probably giving them gifts too. In the previous videos where I did standby, the bond episodes kind of did get too long, and I kind of split it so that the videos themselves didn't get too long. So hopefully I can fit everything into one, but if not, then I'll kind of do the gift stuff in a different video, or in the next video or something. So yeah, so I got a brain message from Yuito here that I accidentally read through and realized I wasn't recording. It says my mother, and Yuito's like, "Hey Kasane, our mother, she loved us." And we're like, "Yeah, just knowing that mother loved me makes me feel stronger. It could be because our mother was a strong person, strong and as kind as could be. Yes, she was dignified, had a strong core, and was kind. I'm proud she was my mother. Yeah, but to tell the truth, I wanted to talk to her more. If I told her that, she'd probably let me get my act together." And we're like, "I understand how you feel. There's so much I want to say to her too, but we have to move on, with mother's wish that we have a happy future etched into our hearts." And yeah, apparently they both love their mother very much and draw inspiration from them. So yeah, let's do these bond episodes. Let's start with Kyoka, since I believe I already maxed out her character bond level. But for some reason, there's still more Bond episodes. There's a Team Bond episode. Is that why there is a... Okay, let's do the Team Bond episode first, because then that makes more sense.
Everyone, will you listen to me for a minute?
Huh? What's wrong, Gemma? Why are you shouting?
Sorry, but while everyone is here at the hideout, I have something to say.
It must be important if it makes you look that serious. Come on, everyone. Listen to him.
Gemma always looks like that, though.
Don't worry about how I look. I'd like to reprimand Arashi for her violation.
Hey, what?
Oh, I have something to say too. Don't leave your stuff in my personal space.
By personal space, do you mean what we agreed about when we merged Yuito and Kasane platoons?
The agreement was to have everyone keep their belongings in their own space, right?
Arashi, your stuff is all over the place. Your personal space seems to be growing.
Oh yeah, she has like boxes of all this stuff, and she doesn't seem to be cleaning up her area all that much.
Yeah, it's 3 centimeters bigger than it was yesterday.
Is that really a big deal, Shiden?
What's that supposed to mean?
It's not like we drew lines on the floor or something. There was never any rule about not expanding your space.
That's unfair, Arashi. This hideout is for everyone, so we have to use it fairly.
Then let's make a new rule. How about we have a contest, and if you win, I'll give the space back. If I win, I get half of the loser space.
Even though you took your extra space unfairly? That doesn't sound right.
What kind of contest? You mean with our powers?
No, how about a game instead? I just stumbled across a good one.
Nandato? It's like Namco and Nintendo and probably something else at the same time.
Wait, what? That's Final Jockey. That game was really popular in the OSF a long time ago. Hey, I made a name for myself as a genius jockey in Suo. You're sure about what you just said?
Of course I am.
All right, I'll be taking Arashi's space then. Don't come crying to me when you fall off your horse.
Do we get to see the gameplay?
No, it can't be. Me, the undefeated jockey genius Kagero, lost?
Clearly, Arashi can cheat with her hypervelocity.
But Arashi, you cheated. You used hypervelocity to push the button faster.
Hey, that's just strategy. No one said you couldn't use your powers.
But just pushing the button fast drains stamina and you'll lose.
I got it. You glitched the game by pressing the buttons fast.
Ugh, you play dirty.
Say what you will, scrubs.
This angle, or looking down on us.
If you don't like it, you can come face the true king of this unit. Me, with all the powers you have.
Then, how about facing me? I want more room for another planter. And I feel bad for Kagero.
Oh, me too. I want more space for my Baki collection.
I'll pass. I don't understand all that pew-pew stuff.
I'll sit out too. This is all so ridiculous. I'll just move Arashi's stuff with my psychokinesis.
I'll settle for watching as well. I enjoy physical exercise much more than virtual contests.
Okay, all right. The Fraser twins are in it to win it.
Now I'm involved in this? Let's just have a fair game.
How many people can play at once? I'll join if there's room for me.
This looks like fun. I want to play with everyone too.
I want to play too. Just hold on a second. Let me get my lucky bandana, then I'll pray. Okay, now my lucky power is fully charged.
I'll take you all on at once then. Let the games begin.
Oh no. Arashi's gonna take all their stuff. Oh, they have a huge, like, hologram screen. So everyone has access to it. Oh, that's pretty funny. They all got, like, what are those called? Fight sticks, I think they're called.
The Great Unit Space Cup has begun. Kagero and Luka here, bringing you coverage live.
Wait, me?
And the horses are out of the gates. Arashi is so fast. That hypervelocity is pushing it as fast as any pro.
It actually looks like the hypervelocity animation that you normally get.
First things first, we have to stop Arashi.
Wait, it looks like Yuito locked Arashi's buttons with his psychokinesis.
You've got a lot of guts going against me like that.
What? That great item I just got was completely wasted.
Arashi's playing dirty as expected. She used hypervelocity to push buttons on Yuito's controller.
Meanwhile, my angel Sugumi's horse seems to have stopped.
I didn't realize my horse's stamina was running out. Oh, I made the same mistake. I was furiously trying to push the button as fast as I could.
I guess the glitch doesn't occur when you rapidly push buttons without hypervelocity.
Also, Sugumi and Hanabi's powers aren't suited for video games, putting them at a disadvantage.
They can just use their natural ability then.
Oh, Shiden is creeping up on Arashi while she tries slowing down Yuito.
Take a banana peel!
Hey, this isn't Mario Kart.
Huh? Shiden's character suddenly stopped moving.
Well, that's funny that they include this. In the past, they told us that Shiden's ability shorts out electronics, so that's why he doesn't like technology.
What? What's happening? Move!
Shiden must have accidentally let an electrical surge through to the controller. It's broken.
I see. Makes sense considering how careless he is.
What did you say, Kagero?
Oh, the Fraser twins are throwing items at each other. They both look very angry.
There's banana peels and stars and stuff, just like in Mario Kart.
What are those two doing?
Maybe they're having a telepathic argument.
I see. There's no telling what they're saying, but it seems very serious.
That's right. Haruka is totally evil.
Oh, shut up. You're the one that said I sucked just because I messed up the controls a little. I didn't even want to play this stupid game, but you had to get me involved with your telepathy.
Back to the race. It seems like Arashi and Major Kyoka are still in it?
They are very far apart, though. At this rate.
What's this? Did a secret invulnerability carrot just appear? Kyoka used it!
Huh? My horse is glowing after getting that carrot thing.
Major, dash! Bump into Arashi.
Whoa, it's a Mario Kart.
Huh? What? What's going on?
Wow. Kyoka's horse flung Arashi's horse away.
It's a little sweet interaction for the team.
Then I'll be taking this unit space. I'll be splitting it up amongst everyone evenly. That's an end to this violation thing. No more arguing, got it?
Will the crew quarters, I guess, I don't know what you would call it, actually be cleaned up a little after this whole like team mission?
Hey, let's do it again, but with no powers. This game is really fun. Come on, Luka, you too.
Me? Well, I guess I could give it a try.
Everyone's having a blast. That game may be old, but it sure has value.
Yeah.
Recreation is important after all.
You're really good at games, Arashi. I doubt I could beat you even if you didn't use your power.
Yeah, but she lost to a novice gamer like Kyoka.
Wait, so Kasane, you saw right through it?
Huh? What do you mean?
Arashi, Kyoka, and Gemma were in cahoots.
Wait, what? Arashi, Kyoka, and Gemma. Oh, that's to like grab everyone together to do something?
Sorry. We now have different groups joining together to fight, which can be awkward.
Kyoka also said it'd be a good opportunity to get used to each other.
Gemma and I have caused problems before, so we wanted to help everyone get along to make up for it. That's why Arashi risked being the target for revenge. We figured the group would cooperate against a common enemy.
It wasn't that big of a deal. If everyone works well together, then I can slack off even more.
So, you laid your stuff out all over on purpose?
No.
No, she's been messy since before we hooked up with your platoon.
Kagero seemed to have noticed our ploy too.
Yeah, he joined the game right away. He's in a neutral position and is pretty clever.
I guess mission accomplished then. Everyone had a blast. I did too.
Right? Even I was having fun after noticing it was all set up.
Yes, it was fun just watching.
Yeah, it was almost like a family reunion or something.
How about another round? With Kasane and Gemma playing this time. I'm actually feeling up to it today.
I guess I'll give in just this once.
How about it, Kasane?
Okay, but I'll be taking the win.
It might be good to talk to Arashi.
Wait, what? Why is my team bond level still level 4? Wait, was it level 4 before? I don't remember. No. We'll just go back to Kyoka. Bond episode.
Kasane, the Togetsu agents contacted me. I was instructed to go to these coordinates located on Hieno Mountain. I plan to lure them out and gather intel. Will you come with me?
Sure.
Yes, of course. But there will be 2 of us, so wouldn't it be easier to just round them up and capture them?
It depends on what they do. First, let's go where they asked me to and wait for them to show themselves.
Okay, let's head to Hieno Mountain.
Are we gonna actually have to combat? It's so hard to predict because there are instances in the past where we had to fight. Oh, okay, yeah.
The coordinates are just up ahead. Let's keep going. Do you still have doubts about your existence? Not as much thanks to you. However, we should focus on the task at hand.
Ah, no item. Oh, we had to fight.
The enemy is attacking with electricity. You'll be shocked and unable to move if it hits you. It'll work. You did it. That was very good.
Let's keep going.
Oh, there's one more left. I thought I had them all.
Useless. Check.
You can do it. I trust you.
Tsugumi's ability is actually really good. She lets you like dodge pretty much everything really easily and get that like perfect dodge. And then I think she breaks their shell or whatever really easily in like one hit, so you don't have to constantly like throw things. Alright, I wonder what's gonna happen. I'm assuming this is the last like last bond episode for Kyoka.
Let's keep going.
I wonder why they just gave us like a generic. Oh, we're just gonna generically run through
We did it. Let's keep going.
this section.
Your finisher was good, Kasane.
Oh, that lasted just enough time. Oh, do I need to fight more here?
It's around here. You should
Nice.
hide until they show themselves. Alright. Wait. Something's coming this way.
Oh,
Thank you.
You'll need to
All in.
break its outer shell. Kasane, use your psychokinesis and hit it with something heavy. With that oil, it'll be hard to move if it gets on you, so be careful.
I'll do it. It's over.
This timing is really suspicious. They saw Thor play. No, they never planned to welcome me back in the first place.
Check.
What they need are my memories. That plan was to kill me and take my brain. Well,
Useless. It's over.
I'm not going to let that happen.
I'll do it.
more? More?
The shell is broken. Aim for its weak spot.
Useless. Not over.
That was a great attack.
Gotta kill this one.
Check.
Go, Kasane.
Hey, this is pretty smooth.
Follow up while the enemy is burning.
I'll do it. Check.
Oh, I lost clairvoyance there. Ah, it was
That
in the
seems to
fight
be
anyway.
last of them. No, not yet. I know you're there. Come out.
It is I. Every time this happens, I always feel like at some point they had plans to make these clones targets that you can fight or characters you can fight, but then they're like, oh, we don't have enough time to make all the animations and make sure they all make sense and balance all the attacks and blah 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 blah, all the things required to make like an enemy unit. And they're like, oh, okay, we'll still have them in the story, but whenever there's a section where you have to fight against these things, we'll just replace it with a bunch of random others, and then in the cutscene they'll appear. Because then, like when we were being protected by Naomi before she sacrificed herself, she fought against a bunch of these guys or these ladies, I guess, these clones. But before that cutscene happened, we were just fighting others. I think actually no, we're fighting Kadoma, and all of a sudden these characters came in, these enemies came in and started attacking the Naomi, and I guess attacking us. And then I was like, hey, that'll be cool. We're gonna fight against a new type of enemy. And then no, it's just all in the cutscene.
I wouldn't have called out if we weren't ready for you. Now, it's time to talk. It looks like you're the only one here.
It is I, me.
Her face is identical to yours.
I suspected it. You're also one of the design children. Just so you know, restoring Babe's data is impossible, even with Dr. Pope's knowledge of neuroscience. I'm sorry you wasted your time. Impudent fool.
What do you mean? Vain confidence is not advised in this situation.
We do not need the knowledge or the technology. We need your brain. The only brain that holds Dr. Pope's memories. You were going to use my brain to build a new Babe.
Huh?
Babe prepared contingency plans for all scenarios. The current situation is just one of those. If the mainframe goes down, we use a spare. Togetsu merely needs to carry out the plan faithfully. I feel sorry for you. There isn't anyone to give you orders anymore. Yet you still obey. You have nowhere else to go. You don't know any other way to live. You can only carry out your orders. You should be feeling sorry for yourself. What did you say? As long as I am serving a higher purpose, I can live happily, without worry or hesitation.
I wonder why they say the person talking right now is a design children, when clearly it is one design child. Maybe that's just the symbol or the label they put onto these people, and don't think about the wording too much.
What about you? You lost your purpose and your value, doomed to live a scared and anxious life. You were listening in on us?
Oh, how dare he? Or how dare she?
I do not have to. I know how you feel. You are the same as I am, a worthless being. Only Togetsu can give us value.
No, I'm not worth this. I have Dr. Pope in my head, unlike you. If you had Dr. Pope in your head, then you would be valuable to Togetsu.
No, Watch out!
Watch out!
What?
You're gonna plop out your brains. Oh, she threw a knife at her.
Don't compare yourself to Kyoka. You're nothing more than a mere puppet. And yes, I do my fair share of worrying, but that's a far better way to live. It's better than being used on my life like you. Life is worth more when you make your own decisions.
Kasane. It does not matter what you say. Your true nature does not change. You should be well aware of this. Yes, I know. I'm sure I'll be living scared the rest of my life. But that's fine. Kasane helped me realize that this fear is proof that I freed myself from my puppet strings. I control myself now. Whether I have Dr. Pope's memories or not, I'm still me. The moment I freely chose my own future, I became the individual Kyoka. I handed her over to the proper authorities in Suo. We should let the government take care of the Togetsu remnants. Now, that's that.
How are you feeling?
I'm still uneasy. But it's not bad now that I know it's a part of me. Do you remember that fortune teller?
I remember waiting in the long line.
I think the reason why fortune reading is so popular is because everyone is afraid of the future.
You think so?
Yes. Everyone takes each step forward carrying that worry with them. I'd love to have my future read. Let's make sure we actually go next time.
In other words, we have to wait in that long line again. I'm glad she feels better.
Yay, your own individual, Kyoka.
I should talk to Hanabi.
Rain message. Continuing our previous conversation, I told you about the first time I came to Suo from Togetsu before, about how I was jealous of the people there. I failed to tell you something then. I'm not jealous of anyone anymore because I like the way I am now. You and the others made that possible, Kasane. Haha. Oh, that's good. I wonder if the design children were captured at Togetsu is jealous of you now. I don't know what will happen to her now, but I hope she finds herself anew someday, just like I did. Haha. Ha ha ha. Hee hee. Wait, nothing happened after the whole debacle with splitting the space properly. But I guess in the end they did say it was all set up to get everyone to hang out. Yuito's like Baki stuff. You guys know this isn't actually our house, right? We're just squatters at the moment. We could technically get kicked out of here. Maybe there's like squatter rules or something like that. If we like stay here long enough and nobody does anything about it, we get to like keep it. I think that's a thing. I don't know if that's a thing everywhere though, but I believe I heard that that's a thing. If some people decide to live in a place for long enough and the owners didn't do anything about it, they technically get to, or I guess it's like against human rights to just uplift someone from living in a certain area. So that overrules like whether who owns the property or not or something like that. So if you own a property and you don't check up on it often, and someone like lived there or started living there for I think like a year or something like that, a full year, and you had that opportunity to do something or check up on it or whatever, all that time you didn't, and they like settled into that place, then you actually don't have any rights to kick the people out of your property. Since I guess it goes to show that land, you can't really own land. You have to actually do something with it. You want to own it. You can't just like sit on it and don't even like look after it to a point where people like settled in without you even knowing. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just a thing I heard. Let's do Luka. I'm just doing these whatever closest to me, whatever. There's really no order in which I'm doing these Bond episodes.
I have something to tell you, Kasane.
Oh, what do you want to...
I guess more of a confession.
Is it because you like me? Are you gonna tell me you like me? I like you too. You're super kawaii.
It takes me some time to truly trust a person. So, I may have been appraising you a bit when we first met.
Are you saying you trust me now?
Yes, of course. I trust you as a friend. I hope we can continue this way.
Ah, okay, this is not like a hopeful episode. It's just a bond level increase. I have a prolonged SAS effect with him. I generally haven't really been using his teleportation all that much as SAS. I only use it to get through those gates. Otherwise, I'm using his like combo vision, I think it's called, where he like smashes people with his hammer into the air and then like dunks them downwards.
I am so happy. It feels like we've become closer.
Oh, he has more.
Me too. I feel close to you. Maybe we just learned a lot about each other.
He's supposed to be like way older than us. It's just that I guess genetically he kind of stayed into like a small frame, his body. What does this say? Purote e Purote. Oh yeah, that's right. It's the protein powder, the super crazy protein powder we gave him. I'm starting to learn how to read these. Read Japanese. Oh wait, we have more with him. We have to find my brother as soon as possible, but I am a little scared of finding him. On episode.
Kasane, there's a workout I want to try. Would you mind helping me?
Sure. What do I need to do?
I'm going to do some bench presses, and I need more than the equipment weights. So I want you to use your psychokinesis to push the barbell down.
Wait, what?
Isn't that dangerous? It seems to me that the weights you have now are enough of a workout.
No, I want a bigger challenge. Please.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. You're not lifting the barbell up at all. Do you want me to stop using my psychokinesis?
No, just a little more. I feel like I can do it with just a little more.
He's either really persistent or really stubborn.
I have a friend that tore like his pec from doing bench presses. Don't really know how it happened. It's just suddenly plop. Apparently to him it didn't feel like anything at the time, but yeah, just tore like the ligaments off of the bone or something like that. And yeah, I guess that's what happens when your body gets old. Things just break without you knowing.
I failed to lift it a single millimeter. Forgive me for wasting your time.
Learning that workouts like this are unrealistic makes it not a waste.
That's harsh. It's going to be harder to reach my goal than I thought.
Why are you in such a rush? You should have recognized that this was going to be impossible.
I want to surpass my limits. You made me realize that the last time we talked. I was too caught up with having or not having my abilities. The important thing is what you do, not the method in which you do it.
I guess I did say something like that.
When I sat down and thought about what I wanted to do, a goal came to mind. However, the goal proved to be too big. Something I couldn't achieve without changing.
What is it?
To build a society in which duds are treated equally to others. Right now in New Himuka, people without abilities are treated like they don't even exist.
Oh, it took me a second to comprehend. When he says, when duds are treated equally to others, I'm like, why would they want duds to be treated equally to the enemies in this game? And then I realized it was others with a small o, so it wasn't talking about the other others with a capital O, the like monsters in the game. He wants I don't know why I'm explaining myself. I'm pretty sure whoever is watching right now, you probably already understand, but yeah, he just wants duds to be treated on equal terms with like all the other OSF people with abilities.
That's true. I didn't even know what dud meant until the other day.
The reason I'm so scared of losing my abilities is because I'm well aware of the state of our society. If that doesn't change, then duds like me will never be rid of that underlying anxiety.
You're right, that is a big goal. But I don't know how it relates to that reckless training we just did.
I thought I could break through my psychological shell and grow as a person, by surpassing the limits of my physical body. If I'm going to change the entire country by myself, then I can't stay the way I am. I need to work even harder. If I don't, I'll never be able to accomplish it. I mean, it may be too large of a goal for me to ever accomplish on my own either way.
Yes, this might be a bigger problem than what you can fix on your own. But that doesn't mean it can't be accomplished.
Kasane?
Look.
What are you doing? If you carry it with your psychokinesis, it eliminates the whole purpose of the workout.
In that case, I think the workout is unreasonable to begin with.
You certainly are right about that.
What I'm trying to say is that this barbell is the same as the problem with society. You don't need to try and take everything on by yourself. There's something each of us can do. Nobody can change a country by themselves. So why don't we just work together as a group?
I see your point, but I don't know if I'm capable of inspiring people to act like my brother.
You remember what I said, but not what you've said yourself.
What?
Those with strong wills naturally draw people to them. You said that. Right now, you have a clear goal and will. I'm sure there will be people who will help you if you asked.
I see. I suppose I can't argue against myself. It seems like I misunderstood what I need to do. I thought I needed to become stronger without anyone's help. But really, I was just making excuses because I was afraid to try.
Once you take the first step, I doubt you'll find it that hard.
Easier said than done. But you're correct. I can't just stand here forever. Once the fighting ends, I'll do what I can. I'll raise support as I face this nation's issues. Even if things don't change right away. One day duds like me will be able to live their lives in the open, unashamed of who they are.
I'll help you however I can too.
Thank you very much. Then could you start by returning the barbell? I'd like to resume my workout.
Okay, but you're not going to do anything reckless again, right?
Of course not. I'll be doing my normal workout. The best way to exercise is to go at your own pace.
You still put on all the weights, though.
I said that I would not be reckless, not that I would go easy. Here we go.
Here we go.
You really are stubborn. But maybe that's what makes you who you are.
15. 16.
Why do you start at
17.
15, 16, 17? You start at 1.
It doesn't seem like he's listening. He's having too much fun. I'll leave him alone.
Well, I could do 1,000 chin-ups. Here, watch.
You've helped me so much.
999?
In battle
1,000.
and
Yeah.
personally. I'd like to thank you for that. I'm glad we met and fought together. If I hadn't met you, I think my life would be very different.
It's a little too soon to thank me. We still have a lot to do.
You're right. We must work together to accomplish our task.
Level 6. Woo! We maxed out Luka. Charge teleportation attack. Ooh! That's a cool one. I assume you can combine that with like Hanabi's charge attack. Give Luka inspired wood carving as a gift, or gave Luka inspired.
I believe you and I are on the same page. Do you feel the same way?
Yes. It feels so natural coordinating with you. It's almost strange.
I don't really understand the significance of each wood carving. Does it like somehow represent characters a little bit more? Alright, Shiden. Emma doesn't have any. Yuito. Yes, let's do this. I think Mom is really strong and kind. We both take after her that way. Hehe. Bond episode.
Kasane, perfect. Do you want to come to Kikuchiba with me?
Sure. What do you have in mind?
Kikuchiba? What for?
There's something I want to talk to you about. I thought we could change locations, like we did when we went to Mizuhagawa.
That's
Mizuhagawa.
fine. But don't worry about packing a lunch for us this time. I think it'll take too long. Let's just get going.
Oh, okay then. Let's head over to Kikuchiba.
He looks like he wanted to make lunch for us.
Yeah, I got him. He was planning on making a tuna fish sandwich. Tuna mayo onigiri. Okay, we're gonna be fighting.
Let's go to the roof of that building. If we're going to talk, I want to do it with a good view.
Alright.
Alright.
So I'm gonna do this.
As usual, this place is
Do
full
this.
of others.
And I will be able to.
Let's go.
Yeah, so you can combine it, which is pretty awesome.
This is our combined powers.
That's right, Yuito. It dropped something rare.
We did it.
It's over.
Hey, very nice.
Hey, do you remember when we came here together before? A lot has happened since then.
Before? When was that?
You know, when we went looking for Captain Seto's fountain pen. You said you were doing a background check.
And we found out that you're our little brother somehow.
Oh, that.
I was performing a background check for Naomi, and one thing led to another, and you became my little brother.
I met him for Naomi's sake, and got the fountain pen for Captain Seto. Now neither of them are with us anymore.
Ugh.
Back then, I had no idea that we'd get caught up in something that involved the whole world.
Not just us, but everyone around us too. It's nothing we could have expected.
Yeah, it's almost like you're the main characters of a video game or something. Isn't that weird?
You're right.
Hello, sorry to interrupt. 2 large groups of others were confirmed near you.
Uh-oh.
There are a lot of them, more than you usually see around there. It shouldn't be a problem for you guys, but be careful just in case.
Affirmative. What do you want to do?
Let's split up. That'll be quicker.
Let's F them in the A.
Then I'll take this side.
All right. Let's both be careful.
And then we have to skip to her dialogue there. Oh, we don't need to fight. It's all done in the
There's more
cutscene.
of them than I thought. How are things with you, Yuito?
Kasane? What's going on?
Uh-oh.
Yuito? I can't hear you, Yuito. Haruka, do you know what's going on? Neither of them are responding. Our signal is being jammed. SAS is down too. I need to get through this somehow. Looks like I'm surrounded. I'll take care of them.
Alright, now we get to fight. Oh! We only have ourselves.
Communications went down so suddenly.
I'm not done yet.
Maybe it was careless to split up. If this keeps up, it won't be a problem for me. But I wonder if Yuito's alright. No, worrying won't help. He'll be fine. I can trust that now. It feels strange believing in someone. Naomi was the only person I trusted like that before. I can feel it even if he's far away. Yuito is fighting somewhere, and he believes in me. So it's alright. I won't look back. I will fight my own fight. It's down. Let's finish it.
Good.
Nice. I was queuing up a left trigger there.
That was quick.
You must help Yuito. Uh-oh. I actually feel really naked right now without my buddies' SAS. Having only rely on Kasane's abilities, I have not really been doing, like using all the psychokinesis. No. But so far so good actually. Oh, got him! Got him. Ooh, item.
I found something.
Who are you telling? I'm just telling myself, okay? It makes me feel good about myself. Why did we have to split up so much? That's so weird. Well, it's a bit weird that we decided to split up completely. I thought it was like, oh, you take that side, we take this side while we're in that like little square. Where we're having that conversation. I am not gonna go that way, even though normally I would, to check if there's items. I'll go straight. Or not, I guess not straight. I'm still gonna pick up these items. Oh, maybe I should renew. I'll probably end things after this, and we'll continue the Bond episodes and everything in the next one. But yeah, since there's so many characters now, these standby sections are getting really long. Get out of there!
Woo! It dropped something rare.
Let's keep going.
I do one now. Bonk. Bonk, ding, bonk, blank, bling, blonk, bling, blonk, ding, blonk. Nice.
It's over.
Oh boy. The other appeared, and other appeared.
A major other. This'll be tricky.
Wait, what happened there?
Heading this way too. I'll weaken this thing until he joins me.
Can I bonk him? Bonking, plonk, plonk, bling, plonk, bling, plonk.
That seems to be the spot.
Oh!
It's close.
Dodge! Bonk. Oh boy. Like, I don't like using the psychokinesis because it takes so long to go through the animation that I'm like so scared I'd be hit in between the head. Yeah, like that. Like, I couldn't have dodged out of that because dodging doesn't do any cancel. Oh, I got him. Bonk. How'd you like getting bonked by random objects?
Yuito! SAS still seems to be down. That still didn't do it? I need to watch him closely to sync up with him when the time is right.
Bonky bonk bonk. Blonk. Blonka donka donk honk.
Now!
I assume the barrels have something in them, that's what makes them formidable. But if they're empty barrels, they probably won't do as much damage as like the rebarb? Is that what they're called? What are those like steel I-beams? I-beams. I don't think they would be as strong as the I-beams. Bonk ping bonk.
Oh, that was a close one.
You
It
think?
was? I wasn't really all that worried. I assumed you would act when you did.
I was nervous. I guess we can work together even without SAS.
I don't think I could have pulled it off with someone else. Thank you for getting the timing right.
It's nice to hear a compliment from you. You're always so harsh.
Am I? Well, whatever. Let's make our way to the top.
Wait, why do we need to go to the top more?
You get a good view of New Himuka from up here.
Oh, they still want to continue the conversation, I guess.
So what did you want to talk to me about?
I wanted to ask you about your plans after all the fighting is over.
That's a difficult question. How about you? What are you thinking?
I have a vague idea. It might be too grand, so you'll probably laugh.
I won't laugh, no matter what it is.
I want to be a comedian, so since you didn't laugh, I think I already failed.
Thanks. I want to change the world.
Change the world?
You're gonna go back in time and do something bad? No, that's not what I meant.
Yeah. We've both seen a lot of bad things in this country. The world that we live in now is built on so much sadness and sacrifice.
That's true. Suo, Seiran, and Togetsu. There were people suffering everywhere.
So many people's lives were turned upside down because of the desire for the strongest power, or using powers to alter time. It's got to end. This world can't exist just for powers. That's why I want to change the world. To make it a place where people don't have to rely on powers for everything.
That's interesting that there's kind of like a segregation between people with powers and people without. You can kind of relate this to real life, where there's like a generation of people who don't really understand computers and networking and internet all that much, and their presence isn't really on the internet. And then there's a generation of people who are always on the internet. And because of the advantages being on the internet brings, it makes it like two classes of citizens, where people who are on the internet has just access to so much more resources and communication and technology than people who, like the generation who are not as savvy. And like, how would you change the world? Like, force the old people to use the internet? I guess that's kind of what's happening. A lot of like government stuff, like filing your taxes, getting licenses, getting I don't know, or whatever, getting passports and stuff is all done through online or through apps or whatever. Like, even like with all the COVID stuff, there was like a COVID app or whatever and all that stuff. And yeah, it made it so that it really revealed the separation, I guess, between the younger and the older generation, and without having the traditional ways of do things, the older people is struggling. And yeah, how would you change that? Just wait until the older peoples all pass away and only the people. But then at that time, then what happens if our generation is all online on our devices, but then a few generations after us, they're like as powerful as these people in the game, where they can like communicate telepathically through technology, or something like that, and we're just like, oh, we don't want intrusive surgeries just to be able to do that, and then we kind of get fallen behind too when people can just telepathically communicate and have conversations and find out like information really quickly by connecting their brains to a network or something like that, and we still have to like pull out our devices and Google it and type it in and stuff, which is like a lot slower. Maybe it's one of those things where it's like the more things change, the more things stay the same. But yeah, it's really interesting to connect real life to what Yuito is saying here, where there's like people with powers, but if you don't think of powers as something like, oh, you can I don't know, have super speed, or you can control things with your mind, you just think of just like technological power, or maybe even like political power, or the power of the position you have within a community or whatever. Those people, or maybe even like financial power. So the people, the elites, I guess, the rich billionaires and millionaires, they live a very different life and lifestyle than the middle class people. And you can kind of think of it like, oh, there's a lot of people whose dream is to make it so that the wealth and convenience of technology and everything gets distributed more evenly, instead of like all these millionaires and billionaires. A lot of the times it seems like they're wasting a lot of their money pursuing things that don't really amount to much for society. Like buying brand name clothes and multiple cars and stuff like that. But who knows what kind of underlying effects those money being spent that way can do. Maybe the millions of dollars that this person spent buying a fancy car goes to a company who's a lot of other companies have invested in, so that since that company is doing well, those other companies are getting dividends, and they're able to pursue, I don't know, maybe it's like a healthcare pharmaceutical company. Actually, no, pharmaceutical companies is think of as like a negative in today's time, so maybe it's like some charitable for organizations also get to benefit from certain things. I don't know. There's always like so much stuff happening behind the scenes that even if something apparent seems negative, you don't know exactly the reach it has, or the positive reach it has, and it's easy to just like focus on the negative. But yeah. Anyways, I was saying there's probably a lot of people whose dream is to help balance out the resources and make it so that even middle class people can live, or maybe even pull up lower class people into the middle class or something, so that everyone can live comfortably, instead of letting all the rich people kind of get away with not having their responsibility, or not feeling their responsibility, the obligation to help those who are less fortunate. Anyways, I'm just rambling at this point, so yes, continue.
I know it will take a long time, but I feel like as a dud, I'm the perfect person for it.
Oh, okay, so you and Luka, I'm kind of glad that I did Luka's first and then his second, because they kind of have the same grand goal, and maybe if they work together, maybe they can kind of do a better job working together than they would if they were working alone. And being able to present this in one video would have been nice, or is nice.
A dud, that's right. How's your head? They were saying you might lose your power.
No big change at the moment, but if it really comes down to it, I'm prepared to become one again.
You're pretty calm about it. The way you were talking, I thought you would be a little depressed.
I mean, it will be inconvenient, but you know what? I'm not the least bit afraid.
I wonder if they purposely made it so that we were alone and didn't have access to all our SAS abilities, just to let us feel how limiting it is to fight on our own again, just to kind of have a gameplay reflection of the narrative right now, the story that's trying to be told. Because then when I was alone and I'm relying on all the psychokinesis abilities, I'm just like, oh man, I hate having to wait for this ability to land, and I'm just stuck in this animation this entire time. I really wish I could just fire off an SAS or a combo vision or something. And yeah, I guess I was still successful, but it was a little bit harder. So it kind of like shows that, oh, you have power to do things on your own, but it's probably better if you work in a team kind of thing.
I thought the same thing when the network went down. Like I was fighting back to back with you, even without SAS.
You thought the same thing?
It's because we are bonded. We have a deep emotional bond.
I wonder if that's what it feels like to lose your power. We're not just connected by SAS. Even if we can't see each other's faces or hear each other's voices, the most important thing, our connection, doesn't go away. So I'll be all right.
That's good. When we first met, I honestly thought I wouldn't be able to count on you in a fight.
I kind of had a feeling you thought that.
But you're different now. I think you really can change the world.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. I'm relieved as well. I feel like I can leave this world to you.
Kasane now is a very, very different character than Kasane at the beginning of the game. And for some reason, I don't know why, but I feel like it's not earned. Her ability to open up to everyone. I feel like all of a sudden she just decided to, oh, I'm just going to open up. There was really nothing that kind of paved the path of her to open up to everyone. I guess how everyone is trying to help her save Naomi might have made her realize like these people are not like her enemy, are not here to like take advantage of her or anything. They're all like generally want to be good, do good in the world. Maybe that's something I can try and fit into her character growth story, but I feel like it's not earned. I don't know why. Maybe I was just too negatively biased against her at the beginning that it made it so that I couldn't see the way her character growth was presented. But anyway.
Leave? What are you planning to do?
Well, I haven't decided on a clear goal yet, but I've sort of been thinking of something outside this world.
Like, outside of New Himuka?
She wants to go to the moon?
You mean the moon?
Yeah, man. The only reason why I mentioned that is because the moon was in the shot.
I've been thinking about it ever since I heard humanity came here from the moon. Outside this world is another world that I know nothing about, filled with people who are a mystery to me. They're suffering, just like the people here. They are attacked by others, and turning into them. Once I realized that, I couldn't ignore it. I thought maybe I could help somehow.
The moon. I thought I understood the first time I heard about it, but the scale is just too big. It doesn't seem real at all. I certainly never thought about saving the people that live there. You really are amazing.
I'm not amazing at all. I just don't want to regret neglecting the people I could have protected. My sister always watched over me. She protected me all my life. Now it's my turn to watch over someone else.
I always felt that you were the kind of person that would step up to protect people, even if you're alone. It's almost as if you're not afraid of anything. I looked up to you when I was a kid. I wanted to be just like you.
I think you're plenty like me, and you're giving me too much credit thinking I'm never afraid. As you said before, the most important connections never go away.
You mean Naomi?
Not just her. The memories of my mother, and the time I spent with all of you. The only reason I'm not as afraid as I should be is because I know they'll always be with me. I know that they'll always be here, inside my heart.
So, even if you're alone, you're never really alone? I kinda like that.
That's why I feel like I can go anywhere, even going beyond the sky. I know that sounds like a dream.
I think you can do it. No. I know you can.
'Cause you become a part of me. You'll never be alone. You become a part of me. I don't remember how the song goes, but it was something like that.
Thank you.
So, it looks like you and I will be going our separate ways.
It won't just be us. I think everyone will find their own path and slowly drift farther apart.
I think this is one thing that the demographic of this game would probably relate to. Usually, like people, I would imagine people in their junior high or high school would be the ones who would be interested in a game or a story like this, where it's like a bunch of kids doing awesome things. And the looming threat of, is it threat? Or I guess the coming for sure thing that would happen is that once everyone graduates junior high or high school and go to different schools or go to college or pursue a career or whatever, then there's a very good chance that the friends you have today will not be the friends you have in the future, and you're all going your separate ways. And just knowing that is an inevitable thing that would happen is something that is like hard to deal with. It's just like, oh, but you guys are my friends, but we want to pursue different things. We don't want to just like stay together for the sake of staying together. We have like a future ahead of us, and it's like this huge decision to make whether like, oh, we should want to keep with our friends or if we want to pursue our career or our education or something. And potentially those two are like mutually exclusive. You can only have one and not the other. And it'll be really, I guess with nowadays with like the internet and everything, you can still kind of stay connected through social media or just through messaging and stuff, but it's still like different than being able to just hang out after school every day or something like that.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said it didn't make me sad.
But even apart, we're still friends.
I feel like maybe I should have talked to Yuito last out of all these Bond episodes, since this seems like such a emotional moment. But I did say I was going to end things after this, so it'll be an emotional moment for this video. And then in the next one, we will go back to regular shenanigans, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. We should probably get back to the hideout.
There's so much to do before and after a fight. We just have to take care of what's in front of us.
We've also been wearing the same clothes for the last however long.
Though listening to you made me excited for the future.
It won't be easy for either of us, so let's do our best. Both in our own places.
Absolutely. I promise I'll make a better future, no matter how long it takes.
You can take your time, but if you take too long, I'll bring peace to the moon and come back before you're done.
Oh, so it's a competition now. I know you hate to lose.
Aha! Go to the moon. Shared feelings. I unlocked an achievement there. Alright. Oh, I got two things. Let's do Luka's first. I will become strong, then I will work for what I believe and gather anyone who would assist me. If I want to change this country, first I must change myself. Be the change you want in the world, to see in the world or something, right? I must thank you for making me realize that, Kasane. Thank you very much. Also, what you said was revolutionary. Don't mention it. I think you can do it. What I said? What are you talking about? When you said that barbells and societal problems are the same, when I heard that, a fighting spirit sprouted in me. Of course, I do not mean that I will take this on my own. The kind of spirit that urges me to solve each problem as I encounter it and defeat it. I will not forget this as I continue my training. Goodbye. Wait, what? Goodbye? Where are you going? We're not done what we're doing here yet. After we accomplished everything from Yuito, we each have our own things we need to do. I hope I can see you again after we're done. I'd like to talk to you. Yeah, I would be nice to spend some time like that. I'd like to have a long talk with you too. I want to tell you things, and I want to hear what you have to say. I'm glad to hear that. All right, now I'm pumped. Let's finish up fast and meet again. Don't take too long on the moon, Kasane. Hey, hey, hey. All right. One thing I was wondering, and I keep forgetting, was, is there actually a washroom in this place? Like, I mentioned, oh, we're in the same clothes for however long now. And I was like, wait, do they even, like, take baths? Do they even have, like, a washer and dryer here? They have a kitchen, but it doesn't seem like there's, like, a door or anything that would lead to a washroom. And that just looks like a gate to get in and out of this place. I assume this, like, leads to the outside. Maybe there's a washroom just, like, outside this that they use? I don't know. Maybe, oh wait, maybe there's a washroom, like, there's like a hidden door here that leads to a washroom. Because what if you need, like, worked out, you're all sweaty, and you want to take, like, a nice shower? Apparently, the people in this universe doesn't have to take showers or go to the washroom, even though they eat and stuff. Or maybe it's just an oversight of the devs. But they decided to put a kitchen in here, but not a washroom? You think there's a facility like this would have those kind of amenities. Anyway, I'm just being silly. But yeah, I'm gonna continue this. We still got Tsugumi. We still got Arashi? I don't think Kyoka. Tsugumi, Arashi, and Kagero? Not Shiden. And Hanabi. So we have four left. Hopefully I can fit all that in the next one. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're interested. And goodbye.